Overseas flights, check the visa, nigga. You was swiping visas trying to get some little Caesars. Money over bitches, get your fractions right. Half is what you keep, so get your judgment right. Drunken thought, I used to pray for sober nights. Windows down, I held the wheel and you can take his life. Ashes to ashes, I let the smoke blow. Down 2 and open 3 is what you look for. Zone of you passing, weed of you stressing. Circling the block, you breathe where you resting. Misunderstandings lead to funerals and plannings. On my Denzel, I'm just trying to make a landing. Panoramic views, drunk and I'm confused. Pistol in my hands, you probably see it on the news. Panoramic views.
Okay, welcome to the Music Notes podcast. Once again, I'm Jeff here with Blair.
Yes, indeed. Hello.
Spencer.
How's it going?
And if you're wondering who did that music you're hearing in the background, well, we have him right here with us today. Mr. Edward Jones. How's it going, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We just wanted to ask you a few questions, if we could, about your career and everything you do. We'll start with Spencer.
Edward, when did you first get into music?
It started really in high school, kind of as a hobby, but eventually it grew into something that I really wanted to do. So, really
Nice.
high school, writing 16s, stuff like that. So,
Been writing since 16?
Since 16. That's kind of when it started.
Dang, committed.
Not always, but.
So who or what got you inspired to get into music?
Really, it was just watching people's reaction to music, how I seem to evoke emotions in people. It helped people get through tough times, or it just gave people a soundtrack to party and have fun to. So, that was just pretty much it. The effect that I saw that it had on people, plus the effect that it had on me. So,
Was it anybody in particular that inspired you, as far as any musicians, past, present? Obviously past, but.
Earlier on, I think what kind of drew me in was R&B. So listening to a lot of Anita Baker, and my mom played a lot of Phyllis Hyman. So things like that. Then when it came into rap, it was Notorious B.I.G. and the Lox and kind of the whole bad boy movement that kind of drew me in.
All right.
What artists are you listening to a lot these days?
Right now, it's just kind of sporadic. I try not to listen to too much music just because it kind of can influence my creative process. So I'm kind of everywhere. Like last night, I was listening to Matchbox 20. So some people might be surprised to hear that, and Red Hot Chili Peppers too. I was listening to that last night too. So
that's what musicians always say, is they just listen to everything, because that's how you get the most, out of it.
Yeah.
To hear all the different stuff, right?
Plus, you never know when something might inspire you. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you're making your music, what sort of equipment or programs do you like to use?
Right now I'm using Pro Tools, and I'm also in Logic. So I use mostly to do my music, my beats in Logic, and then kind of create demo sessions from there. And if I'm getting ready to mix it, then I take it into Pro Tools and do stuff in there.
Which one do you think you're more proficient at?
Right now it'd be Logic. It used to be Pro Tools, but you spend so much time outside of Pro Tools that now I have to go back and kind of get reacclimated with it. So,
if you had any type of advice to give to someone getting into the music business, what would you say?
Study your craft, study the people that you want to mold your career after, and also don't be afraid to put your stuff out, and don't be afraid to be told no, because it's gonna happen. It's not an easy thing to pursue, and it definitely have its moments where you're gonna want to give up, but at the end of the day, if it's what you really want to do, you just kind of gotta do it and learn to take constructive criticism. So, all of it's not constructive, but you kind of pick up what is and what isn't along the way. So
you get the people that come in and just say, "You suck."
Yeah, and they don't give you a reason why.
Those people you don't got to worry about.
You don't.
Right?
Is there any particular person that sticks out to you that told you no, or just pretty much just told you your music wasn't any good, or?
Nobody in particular ever really told me I sucked, not to my face at least. I've been told later on, after I was rapping for a while, that they were like, okay, well, back in the day you sucked. But my experiences have kind of been pleasant with the people I've run into. the most frustrating thing is not the being told no, but it's just like not hearing anything. Like when I'm
Getting to run around.
getting to run around and not sure kind of what happened. Like when I met Teddy Riley, it was just a different type of situation where we kind of lost communication. But I felt like he liked the music, but it was one of them instances you still don't hear anything back. So, I mean,
Right. Did you ever think about stalking him?
I didn't think about it. I almost halfway stalked him to get his email. So, I mean,
Right on.
that was enough. So,
Right on.
You have any opinions on people downloading music illegally?
not really. I mean, I would be a hypocrite to sit up here and get mad at somebody for doing it. And I mean, I still understand at the same time being part of the music industry, but right now people aren't really making that much money from that anyway. And a lot of times I don't think people are really even downloading that much. It's streaming. Like we connect to the internet so much that you'll go on YouTube or go on Spotify or whatever app you're using and just listen to it there. So I don't even really think that's a huge problem. And especially with today, the way people are generating income, it's pretty much about shows and merchandise and more so just an overall brand of the artist.
That's what I was
as
going to
opposed
ask.
to the music.
I've heard people say that at the end of the day, even if they download your music illegally, at least they're listening to it, and if they like it, they're still going to show up to shows, buy shirts, buy whatever.
Yeah, and they'll
that kind of
promote it.
stuff.
And so
They'll promote it, yeah.
that's somebody. Martin Atkins was my department head at SAE for music business, and he said that talking to bands, they found out that the songs that they gave away the most were the ones that sold the most. Especially with coming with new artists, people don't want to just buy something just because they like it. And
They think they might like it.
Yeah, and they don't really know your brand or have any attachment to it emotionally or so. I mean, giving it away, people will go back and buy stuff later on.
Yeah, especially with everything being on the internet nowadays, people are.
And then there's always those big bands that are like, if you can't afford my music, take it.
Yeah.
So sometimes they even promote
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
the illegally downloading of a song.
I think that's kind of the way the trend is going now. You see a lot of people doing that, just giving out free mixtapes or free albums and kind of trying to like attach something to it. So
The new underground.
the new underground, even taking the approach that Nipsey did. Like, you can get the download for free, but if you want a physical copy, it's gonna be like $100 or so.
Yeah, he's ridiculous for that.
But I mean, you got tickets to like a VIP show and different stuff. I think that's what's gonna come along with it, giving stuff away. And
Like a
attaching stuff to it.
package.
Yeah.
That's what I see a lot when new albums come out. They're like, look at this deal. It's like $60. Comes with a CD, sweatshirt. You have the MP3 download.
A lot of people are doing like bands are doing too. They're giving out vinyl now. So instead of
I've seen that.
you buy the vinyl package. So
And they'll have like special edition ones with like gold vinyl for the first 100 or something like that. Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite memory of your career music? Is it like a long night session recording or a certain song you made?
I had a couple moments. One was at a mixtape release party I was a part of for one of the artists I worked with, and I've been waiting all night to go on, and I finally get to go on, and we're doing the song, and I'm on the second verse, and so we get to the second verse, and the crowd's excited, and all of a sudden, I'm like in the middle of my verse, and the power just completely goes out. But the made it so fun for me is because when my mic went out, people in the crowd kept saying my verse, and so that was the first time for me. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
it was. So yeah, that's probably my favorite memory.
What about your least favorite?
My least favorite, being on stage and forgetting the words. That's
Yeah, I gotta
having an
say.
8 Mile moment. Yes, that's my least favorite. But it pushed me to work harder though, and to really work on my show because I was really kind of playing around with it and taking it for granted, the show aspect of it. But when something like that happens, it kind of forces you to, like, I'm not gonna let that happen again. So
Sometimes you got to get knocked down to get back up.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of being in the music industry? Is it the business? Is it the creating of the music? Marketing, promoting?
It's the creating for me. I mean, the business side, it comes along with it, and I do kind of enjoy it. But at the end of the day, it's just the creating and knowing that people like it. But that's not. I mean, after that, I'm kind of on to the next song anyway. So
You're doing
and
it more
performing.
for yourself than for others.
yeah,
Yeah.
How would you say you create? Like, is it something that comes from old memories or conversation, or what inspires your creative?
It's mostly just drawn from life experience as and emotion, being able to take a certain emotion and kind of just kind of on the way just get lost in it, in a feeling, in something that happened or didn't happen, and just kind of imagine or put yourself in somebody's shoes and just kind of create from there. I usually just try to draw from real life, because to me that's how you make timeless music, and you kind of get more of an emotional attachment as far as just talking to be talking.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I think that is all the time we have for today. Again, I just wanted to thank you for being on, taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
I know you're
for
busy.
having me.
That's appreciated.
Nice to have you.
At least probably easiest recording you're going to do all day, right?
Probably so. Last night it didn't really go too well, but so.
Where can people find you online?
You can find me online at my SoundCloud is SoundCloud at Edd LS EDD_LS, and that's pretty much where all my music is right now. We're working on stuff coming up later on, because I just started my entertainment company, Park Sounds Entertainment, so you guys can look for that too.
Any show dates or upcoming stuff you wanted to mention?
Not right now. We're just really in a creative process, and looking forward to putting out some different kind of music than what people might expect to hear if you go listen to my old stuff. So.
All right, well, thanks for being with us, man. Blair, Spencer, as always, thanks for being here.
No, thank you.
Thanks.
That is it. We are all done.
All right.